Hey, welcome back folks to PSGL F9 round 11 at the Bahrain International Circuit. Yeah, what else to say? Not much. So, last time out in China was a pretty interesting race, we could say. B-Boy Warm taking the victory home in front of Brendan, I believe. I think Brendan won on track but lost out on pens, if I can remember correctly. But he's still leading the championship, Brendan, by quite a margin, I believe. Yes, he's still leading by 19 points over B-Boy Warm. Well, obviously won, as I said. And yeah, so Vettel starting the lap is the first one to cross the line. So into turn 1 there's a car, don't block him. Alright, so you want to brake a bit before the 100-meter board, then focus on the exit, and it's not an easy exit. Very easy to get some mid spin into turn 4, brake around the 100-meter board, and then keep it tight. Use the curb on the exit, doesn't really. Then into the S's, keep the minimum speed up. Don't run over that curb. If possible, then the airpin very slow. And then into turn 9 and 10, the most difficult corner on that track. So easy to lock up, and yeah, you just saw it. Then just open, small straight, and then into turn 11, very high speed, don't run too wide on the exit, and yeah, he's run too wide, so lap unvalidated. Then that corner is very difficult too, but you know, he's probably gonna back out now, Vettel. I'm wondering. So behind him, who's behind him? That's Gigarty. He's still on the map. Looks like it, yes. Tricky exit again here. It can be pretty easy to invalidate your lap. No, actually it's not on the lap. What am I saying? Oh, it's on the lap. First lap, that's a 26.7, but it's already beaten by Mad Scientist. 26.5. We have a Haas. Crossing the line. That's Dalbeer. Goes P3. Adrian 6 goes third, then Jacob Reaper, what can he do? P1, 26.2, but that's beaten by B-Boy Warm, 26.0. Gibrantis goes 5th fastest, another Bacon goes P6. He's on mediums though, another Bacon. I believe somebody else crossed the line, yeah, Mystic P6, 7, my bad. And then we have the second, I was about to say the second Williams, but yeah, he spun it on the exit while starting the lap, and I believe that, and Brendan has crashed. Brendan has crashed out, and he's out of qualifying. That's very well done, very, very well done. So he's gonna start last, basically. Yeah, that's sad, really. And Catboy Kai crossed the line and went P9 as somebody else crashed. That's Dalbeer. Where can we see that? There's a Ferrari approaching him. Yeah, I believe he touched the curb and then went straight into the wall. Yeah, you really don't want to touch inside curb on turn 12, which is the long and fast, flat out right-hander in sector 2. I mean, the last corner of sector 2. Yeah, you don't want to touch it, otherwise you're just gonna die, basically. So Stan Mystic going for another lap for DD. Not really sure. He's not using any overtakes, so I guess he just went for a second lap. And in case he did so, he goes P6. So not that bad. Yeah. So he did do did do another lap. And one P6, that's correct. Didn't see it, but JKT went into P1. The first driver to go into the 25s with a 1:25.945. Couple of people crossing the line. Yeah, Catboy Kai going for a second lap. Oh no, wait. No, he finished his second lap. Never mind. So he goes P6. Yeah, a bit strange that some people keep going for. Keep running after doing a single lap. It's a bit strange to me. Vettel is on the lap, but looks a bit messy from what I can see. There's Delta as well, he's in sector 2 now. Special, I believe Special is a bit, yeah, further in the lap. Grumpy as well. So Special into the last corner. But that's a very slow lap if you look at the time, 3 minutes. So yeah, I'm not really sure what he's done. And yeah, he's only starting a lap, I believe he's spawned or something. So who's the next one? I believe that's Grumpy then. Or is that Vettel? No, that's Vettel. Look like bad exit again, but not that bad actually, P4. Then Grumpy goes P13, and somebody else crossed the line. I think that's Matty, went into P11. Delta now, the only racing point remaining, and he goes in P5, not bad, on softs. Purple sector 3, sorry. Not that bad of a lap. Then is that, yeah. B-Boy Warm, P3 in the championship. Still behind Uberto Mancini, who left us lots of races ago. Oh yeah, starting a new lap. Let's see what he can do. Slight lock up into turn 1. Stays to the right to get an easier run through turn 2 and 3. But had a little moment, so he might have usually lost a bit of time. Another lock up into turn 4. You see up on his best time. He is ever so slightly down, so nothing's done. 2, 7, or is it 8? No, that's 8. Then the two corners that everybody ate. Oh, big moment on the exit, but keeps it under control. 11, good exit, doesn't touch the curb. He's ever so slightly down again, but he cuts the corner a bit, and that's the end of this lap. JKT is starting another one. Madsen Test just crashed out, okay. Another Beacon starting yet another one, but he's on softs this time. So yeah, mistake. Lots of people on out laps. Can't find someone who's actually pushing. No, Jacob Reaper might be actually. Yeah, I think he is. So it's on board. Purple sector 2, 2 tenths up on his best time. The exit looked a bit scruffy. Had to lift off because he was about to go off the track. Doesn't really use all the track available on entry or on exit either. DRS activated. He's gonna cut the beam, and that's an improvement, but that's not enough to gain a place. He stays in P3. Grumpy crossed the line, but he remains in P14. We have JKT finishing his lap, and he's improving. 2 tenths up. That's a 125.6. We have another Bacon beating Gibran is starting a new lap about Missick into the last corner. He's on his he's on a push lap on soft this time. Why does he go towards the pit wall? I have no idea, but that's 1.1 second improvement. That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Goes P4 and Delta disconnect. He can join back. He can. So he will probably. So we have who's crossing the line. I believe that was Vetton. So push lap. I believe no. It's on board with Vetton. To turn 4, takes the apex and good exit. Looks like. Oh no, actually that's not a very good sector 1. My bad. Runs over the curb on exit, but keeps it like control. That there's a big of a mess. There's a bit, yeah, it's a bit messy in sector 3. Fine, big lock up into turn 10. The exit looks fine. And J Prentice goes in second place. Not bad from the reserve. Vettel meanwhile. Is he improving now? Absolutely not. He's lost out even more time. Yeah. Pure warm on the new lap. His teammate is on the lap as well, so he's 1/10 of a second up on his best time right now. 8 times faster right now. If he doesn't messes up sector 3, he could be on for a top 10 spot. Cuts the apex a bit, but that's still within track limit, so all fine. DRS open across the line, and that's P7. 1.1 second gain. Oh, and Catboy Kai goes P1. 125.577. Fastest time right now. Not a bad lap by any means. That's good. Who do we have right now? So Gibran is obviously not on the lap, as you can see. B-Boy Warm though. P4 right now, not sure if he's up or not. We'll see that in a couple of seconds. And yeah, he was up 3 things gained on his best lap, purple sector 3, but that's not enough for all. But that's into the 125s, which means a pretty good lap. Bowers is on his south lap, Delta as well, Grumpy same. So yeah, I don't think we have anyone on a push lap right now. Could be wrong, but actually Bowers, I started a new one. Doesn't show shift on the exit, that's a bit strange, but you know, those are F9 drivers, not F1. Doesn't use all the track available on entry. Again, on exit, look like clean exit, and that's a clean sector 1, 2 tenths up on his best lap, on his best time. Sorry. To the open, doesn't lock up. He might be using ABS. Who knows? Then 9 and 10. Does he lock up? No. So he's probably using ABS. But ABS should make you very comfortable on that track. To turn 11, ooh, that's slightly wide. You can hear the throttle. He had to, lift up slightly. Purple sector 2, 3 tenths up, but that didn't look like the best exit, so that's clearly not gonna be enough for P1. DRS open and almost a 5 tenths improvement. P7 for Bowers. Delta currently 10th place. He does improve by 6 tenths of a second and goes P3. Grumpy goes P7, 1.5 seconds gained. Then, okay, Nano Beacon starting a lap, but I believe we have some other people on the lap. So the two alphas are not on the lap. Adrian 6 though is currently back down in P14. And that's Purple Sector 2, and a big improvement, didn't really see it. Mystic gets out. Oh, he's... I thought he was gonna invalidate the lap by himself, but no. Oh. Exit the corners in 5th gear, so it's probably lots of air time on the exit, and across the line goes P12. 1 second gain, but that's, he doesn't have the pace right now. JP Greenwood on the lap, as B-Boy Warm and Matty retires. They are in the pits, so they're not going to be able to go for another lap, hence why they retired. Slow cars in Sector 2. Catboy Kai, current pole sitter. 6 seconds remaining to the session, so he's in for his last lap into turn 1. Nano Beacon goes P6. J Print, no, that wasn't J Prentice. Maybe that was, I'm not really sure. Looked like a fine turn 4 from Catboy Kai. Yeah, he's slightly up. Purple Sector 1 into the hairpin. Oh, lock up. Good exit, no wheel spin. Always retires in the pits 2. Turn 10, lock up again. Oh, runs on the exit curb. That's not what you want, because you're gonna lose time every time. And oh, Gigati goes into P1. It might be beaten by Catboy Kai. We'll see that in 20 seconds or something like that. And he's slightly down. Catboy Kai, can he improve his Sector 3 time? No, he cannot! That's an invalidation. And he's not gonna get that pole position. That's a shame, and he even crashes in frustration. Nano Beacon has finished his lap, so I believe only G Prentice is on the lap. But no, his lap is not valid, so that's the end of qualifying. And 2 people have failed to set a lap. Brendan, who crashed out, and JP Greenwood. I don't think JP crashed. I believe he just couldn't put a lap in. And yeah, that's the end of the qualifying session. So, that's the Scott Gigati taking pole position in Bahrain, in front of Catboy Kai, Delta, B-Boy War, Mystic, G Prentice, Nano Bacon, Jacob, Reaper, Grumpy, Bowers, and then outside of the top 10, Vettel, Matty, Adrian 6, Mad Scientist, Special, Dalbeer, Brendan, and GP Greenwood. That should set us up for quite a good race, I believe. I'm actually thinking No, never mind. I thought somebody had a qualifying ban for this round, but that's actually not true. Only Josh is banned, but that's a race ban for being a bit too toxic in the chat. Yeah, everybody is gonna load the, I mean not the setup, because bike for me is on as usual, so you have to use the same setup for qualifying and the race. But they're gonna, you know, they can still make some adjustments, and yeah, they have to select the strategies, obviously. So, formation lap about to start. Here we go. It should be a dry race, obviously. It's not gonna rain at Bahrain. I mean, it's possible, but the chances are extremely low. Let's have a look at the tires everybody selected. And there's no surprise. The top 10 starting on hards, on softs, because they qualified on softs. Or I shouldn't use that, otherwise I'm gonna get some copyrights. And then outside of the top 10, they're all starting on mediums, except for Dalbeer, who's gonna start on softs, which is very, very surprising. And then JP Greenwood starting on hards. So basically, the best strategy. So if you qualify inside the top 10, you are gonna start on soft. So you have no choice. You have to go on hards, and you do on one stop basically. If you start outside of the top 10, then the best strategy is to start on hards and then to go on to mediums. Because simply at the end of the race you're gonna be so much faster than anybody else. Like that's crazy, really. But yeah, the drivers are not really aware that the alternate strategy is much better than the default one, you could say. And then yeah, only JP Greenwood is technically onto the right strategy. I'm gonna have a drink really quick. And cars are gonna line up on the grid for the race start. If I had to give a prediction on who's gonna win, yeah, I could say Jake Carty. He's been very unlucky, but I believe he has the pace to do it. But we'll see. Predicted pit stop strategies, clearly not right. Not gonna do 2 stops. But yeah. So, race about to start. We're not on lap 2. Special is not on pole, but yeah. And lights out and away we go. Looks like a good start from JKT so far. And does he keep the lead into turn 1? Yes, he does. Do you have any issue at the back? I don't think so, for the time being at least. Multiple warnings for Adrian 6 only after 1 lap, which is very strange. Special has spun out. He's not in control of his car, or oh, he is, never mind. But I don't know why he's leading. That doesn't make any sense to me. So JKT keeps the lead in front of Cadway and Delta, as I believe Jacob Reaper is... I believe he has damage. Let me see. I believe he has damage into turn 10. They go too wide. Adrian 6 and Mistake that. Yeah, he has damage. Jacob Reaper, you can see that. His left hand plate is missing. Oh, that's they're fighting at the back. Brandon already a few places up. But I believe he's gonna win the championship anyway. Meanwhile at the front it's all clean and smooth. Okay, and we're back to lap 1 with special at the back. That's how things should be. Oh, and Adrian 6 and Mystics fighting again. Yeah, Jacob Reaper goes into the pits. We're not on lap 3, what's happening again? Okay. I really have no clue. Oh, and Mystic goes for the move, but that's very risky, and Vettel has retired from the session, he's left as well, and he's gonna be kicking his head. I believe he got damage, and yeah, he just reached quit. At the back we've got some more fighting, I believe. And now it says that JP Greenwood is leading, which is not true as well. He's in P15, so he's gained a few places. Does he have damage? Doesn't look... No, it doesn't. Oh yeah. Looks like a clean start from pretty much everybody. Pretty pit stop strategies, I said they are not right, don't look to that. But Bowers, he's been overtaken by Adrian 6, and Adrian 6 is on mediums, so... I believe the mediums can match the softs in race pace. I mean, I'm not really sure about that, but I guess it's kind of what's happening right now, as Bow is not able to, wasn't able to stay in front of Adrian, or maybe he just started behind, I don't remember. But he's gonna launch an attack, I believe. No, he's not. He's clearly not, as you can see. Slight lock-up from Adrian 6. But no issue. Oh, and Brendan goes wide. He's gonna be overtaken by Matty pretty easily. Is he gonna go around the outside, Brendan? Oh yeah, but that's risky. They make contact. Matty doesn't give him a lot of room, but that's the right thing to do. Madsen is close behind. Oh, yeah, and Brendan looks to be faster than Matty, but he just got it wrong out of turn 2. Madsen has lost a bit of time again. Meanwhile, Dalbeer, he's on softs. Remember, does he have damage? Does he have damage? No, he does not. But yeah, I would expect him to be faster than those guys given his tire choice. But yeah, he's clearly not the fastest. The front lead seating up, looks like. Cowboy Kai somewhat close to Jake Gatti. He might go for the move. ERS quite low, but yeah, Jake Gatti is not going to defend that. There's no point in defending that early in the race, and we've got a new leader then. Catboy Kai takes the lead pretty convincingly, and Delta doesn't have the pace. He's in P3 still, but out of the year's range of Jake Gatti. And he has Jay Prentice half a second behind him. A bit more than half a second actually. But you get it. You know, oh, and oh, we've got a spawner. That's Jay Prentice. He's gonna fall back. Yeah, and he's lost out almost 10 places. Oh, BB Warm has lost out a lot of places too. I don't know what's happening. I mean, Bahrain is not the easiest track because of, you know, turn 10, 9 and 10, I should say, and then it's not that easy in terms of time management. There are quite a lot of curves that you cannot touch, otherwise you're just gonna go straight off the track or into, depends. Oh, and Grumpy is gonna be overtaken by Nano Bacon, I reckon. And yeah, pretty easy move for Nano Bacon. Grumpy doesn't brake too late. Meanwhile, people woman Brendan fighting. Oh, that's very close. We even have some contact, but people Room is on softs, remember, and Brendan on mediums. They don't give each other a lot of soft room, but I believe Brendan is through. And from now on, the mediums should be faster than the softs because of the huge tire wear of the softs. They only can last for 10 laps or something like that, whereas the medium can hold on for a good 15, even more than that. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, I'd say a good 15 rounds, something like this. But yeah, 10 laps on softs, it's the absolute limit. You cannot go over 10 laps on those tires. Unless you drive like a grandma, obviously. But JKT looks... Oh, is he gonna retake the lead? No! Catboy Kai into the pits. And Delta 2. So, 2 people into the pits, and on what race is he going? Yeah, Catboy Kai, and no! He's going to do 2 stops. And he's gonna lose out. He's gonna lose so much time by doing a 2-stop. Delta goes on to 2 stops too. That's clearly not the best strategy, guys. Lack of preparation, I would say. And then they are right behind Special. Okay, but Kai doesn't send it into turn 4. He's on better tires. But yeah, I really don't get it why he went on to softs. Same for Delta. They're gonna lose so much time now. And Catboy Kai thinking about a move. Oh, but he's gonna make it. And he makes it work, actually. And he keeps it in front. Yeah. So Catboy Kai is gonna be the fastest guy on the track for the time being. But yeah, what a shame. Why would you go on to 2 stops? I really don't get it. A Mystic very close to Grumpy. They are both on the same strategy. Grumpy and Mystic are both gonna pit. None of them speeding into the pit lane, so that's good. J Prentice goes into the pits too, and he's gonna go for 2 stops too. Yeah, that's bad, really. Meanwhile, oh, and Adrian 6, he's been there out of turn 3, went into the gravel trap, and he's lost out a lot of time. So who has the net lead? That's still JKT, so I guess JKT is gonna win it. Because the 2, there's literally no way Catboy Kai wins now. I can't speak. There's literally no way he wins. There's literally no way he wins on a 2-stop. I mean, if we don't have a safety car or, you know, something like that, there's literally no way it's gonna work. So I believe JKT is gonna win, but you know, he might crash out, we'll see. But he looks set to take the win because he has a 4.67 seconds gap over Nano Bacon in P2. Big lockup for Agent 6. He might have killed his tires, but I guess we'll see. Bowers and Nano Bacon into the pits. Are they gonna go for a 2-stop? Let's see. I believe they're gonna go for the 2-stop. Yeah. Medium tires, so they're not gonna make it to the end either. Fastest lap for Catboy Kai, but yeah, that's strategic mistake. So I guess JKT is gonna win it by just going off, just by going over to the hards on his only pit stop. But yeah, I'm quite disappointed by seeing so much people going for a 2-star. So JKT leading then, and then Brandon in P2. Oh, and we've got some fighting at the back. Brandon, J Prentice at powers, and J Prentice takes his place back. I believe he was behind Bowers after spinning out of turn 7. JP Greenwood getting overtaken by Catboy Kai, but JP is obviously on hard, and Catboy Kai on fresh salt, so like there's nothing JP Greenwood can do. And Delta behind should be an easy move too. Onto the start, finish straight. JKT goes into the pits, and he goes on to hards. So that's the right strategy. Maybe not the fastest we'd see, but Dalbeer goes into the pits as well. He's probably go on to hards too. We'll see J Prentice fastest lap, and Delta is through JP Greenwood. And JKT is only 4 seconds behind JP Greenwood. He should catch him up in like 2 to 4 laps. We'll see. Special has crashed out of turn 4 on the exit, which is a bit surprising because normally oh, safety car, and that's gonna massively help Brandon. I need the gap to leader now, so I guess yeah, Catboy K should pit. I mean, let's do it from the front. Brandon is gonna pit onto hards, Matty is gonna pit onto hards, Mount Scientist is gonna pit onto hards, Catboy Kai is probably gonna pit too, Delta is probably gonna pit too, JP Greenwood, he might, I'm not really sure because he's on hards already, and I'm not even sure that JKT is gonna be in front. We'll see. So yeah, top 3 pits. Catboy Kai is probably gonna pit too, and I believe he does. No, he does not. Oh no. So let's stay on board with JKT, and he is gonna be in front of Brandon. He is gonna be in front of Brandon. Actually, Nano Bacon is gonna be in front of Nano Bacon too. Mistake as well, but those guys will have to pit again. I really don't see why they don't go on to hards. I really don't see why. Maybe lack of race knowledge, I have no clue. Lack of preparation, maybe. You know, just trying to do something different. I mean, who knows? So JP Greenwood has pitted, Dalbeer has pitted too. And the Bacon goes into AI. I really don't like that. But I believe Mystic is in AI too. Yeah, guys, if you can listen to me, if you can hear me, don't go into AI, please. Oh, and I believe Brendan almost lost it somewhat. Yeah, I don't really know why we've got a safety car, like nobody crashed or... You know, I really don't see why. And I told the drivers to keep 2 car lengths between each other, and they're clearly not applying that rule. So, yeah, I mean, if there is an incident, then I'm gonna kill them. Yeah. We should have 2 more laps on the safety car, I guess. There are lots of people. They're trying to get temperatures into the tires, because restarting the race on dead cold tires is not gonna help you. Mystic still in the eye. Come on, okay, that's better. So everybody has joined back the queue, as you can see. Yeah, it's the little train, choo-choo. So everybody has stopped at least once. So it should be a sprint to the end. Oh my lord, special. Almost killed someone. And Adrian 6 is on 2 softs. That I don't understand. And yeah, that's not a bug, he's indeed on 2 softs. Just like Catboy Kai and Delta actually. But I guess they pitted before the safety car came in and then yeah, didn't pit, which is a bit stupid, I believe. Yeah, those on 2 hards should go to the end. I mean, they will go to the end. That's a fact. And then those on hard, on mediums, probably not. I guess they could, but it's gonna be difficult anyway. So safety car in this lap. The leader is gonna slow down. So one more straight to warm up the tires, and then we'll go back to green flag conditions. So there's a big gap behind that. Don't know what's happening. Dalbeer falling quite a long way back. I'm not really sure what he's trying to do, but okay. Here we go again. Green flag. Oh, and what is that already? He might end very badly. Oh, this contact between GKT and Nana Bacon. Nana Bacon goes into P2. Delta loses out 2 places. Oh, and it goes for the outside line, Delta, and he keeps his foot in. Oh, and that's gonna be too wide into turn 6 and 7. It might end badly, but no, it doesn't. Respectful racing. Mystic doesn't go for the dive, which is the best decision. The best decision he could have made. Yeah, could have made. It's clean right now. What's the fastest lap? That's still G-Prentice, alright. So Delta very close to JKT. Oh, and Dalbeer losing 1, 2. Jacob Reaper, so Dalbeer might have to pit again. We'll see that because he's on mediums. So it's gonna be an interesting race. I personally don't think the guys on 2 mediums will make it to the end. I really don't think they will make it to the end. So they're probably gonna have to pit for softs towards the end. J-Prentice is gonna go for a move onto Dalbeer to turn 1, and yes, much later on the brakes, as I believe JP Greenwood overtook Mad Scientist, and Grumpy might have a look at Mad Scientist. Yes, he doesn't overshoot it, but no, he stays behind for the time being. 3 seconds to Mystic for track limits, infringements. So Catboy Kai still leading the way, and J-Prentice and Jacob Reaper trading places again. Prentice in front this time. Looks a bit slow at the back here. But Delta is able to stay with JKT for the time being, but obviously that's just the tire Delta. The softs are still good, I would say, right now. They're gonna drop off in the next laps. So JKT should pull out a gap now, but I guess we'll see that. It's all very close, as you can see. I don't think we'll see any moves. Oh! And actually Brendan was very close to the back of Mystic, but he didn't touch him, which is very good, obviously. Bar was very close to Brendan, but Bar is obviously on mediums, and Grumpy getting the move done on to Mad Scientist. Yeah, oh, and Adrian 6 very close now. He might go for the move into the airpin, but no, he doesn't. Oh, Lord, that's a late move from J Prentice, a bit rude. All things considered, Adrian 6 is having none of it. Oh, what is that? Honestly, what is that? That looked shambolic. That's not a clear. That's not a good move from J Prentice by any means, and I think he just missed his braking points, and then Adrian 6 was having none of it, and he just drove into him. Not that clean, not a fan of that. Oh, but at the front, Nana Bacon very close to Catboy Kai, but I think Catboy Kai is, yeah, he's using a bit of ERS, but yeah, actually it's Nano Bacon, he doesn't have any ERS, that's why. So if you have less than 10% of ERS, you will lose a bit of power, so that's the issue with Nano Bacon right now. He doesn't have, he has less than 10%, I mean he had less than 10% on the straight and wasn't able to close the gap to Catboy Kai before turn 1. J Prentice Mad Scientist. Oh, and that's a big crash at the back. Adrian 6 retires from the session. Jacob Reaper getting 3 seconds for track limits infringement, and we've got a VSC. Second neutralization of the day, or the evening, or the race. And B-Boy Worm getting 5 seconds for near flags. What's happened? Not really sure what happened, but we'll see. Might be a bug or, yeah, I'm not really sure. We'll see that. See. So when are we getting back? I guess we are getting back now. Yeah, here we go. Matty very close to Brendan now, so Brendan might be in danger towards turn 1, and Catboy Kai pits, and he's gonna lose out tons of places now as the pack has been, how can I say that, packed up, repacked up. And they go on to mediums now, but they're gonna be so far back. I can't see how. No, they won't get any points from that. Such a big strategic mistake from those two guys. As Matty gets a bit loose off turn 4. But yeah, if you look at the gaps to the leader, Catboy Kai is literally an entire pit stop down. And the issue is, Nano Bacon might not pit, but that's yet to be confirmed. But JKT is not gonna pit, that's a fact. He's not gonna pit. This guy is gonna go to the end and should win the race. But I guess we'll see. The second hard runner is B-Boy Warm, but he is 4 seconds down on GKT. And he has a time pen, a 5-second time pen. I don't really know why. We'll see. Oh! And Special has crashed. Corner cutting. I believe he's crashed. Because you have a yellow flag. Yeah, so I believe he's crashed. As B-Boy Warm just got overtook by Brendan. Brendan is obviously his championship rival and the leader as well, so lock up from B-Boy Womas. J Prentice gets by JP Greenwood, yes. So J Prentice on charge. He's on the same tires as JP Greenwood, but he has speeded quite early. So 12 laps and a bit to go. Then a Bacon still leading, but can he make it to the end? That's the big question. I don't think he will be able to, because I don't think you can do 20 laps on the mediums. I really don't think it's possible. But I guess I could have a surprise. We'll see, we'll see. Put into Vars again. Bowers very close to missing. He's not using his overtake button, but is he gonna dive him up the inside? Oh, he brakes a bit late, but no, does not go for the move. But Mystic has caught up GKT. Fast lap for Catboy Kai as Cabripa loses one more places to Matt Test. Actually, Bowers is still very close to Mystic. Look at that. No, never mind. I thought he would brake too late and lock up and rear end Mystic, but no. Skatboy Kai gets by Dalvir. Matty gets by. Oh no, Grumpy gets by Matty, or the opposite actually. And Grumpy goes in P7. He's on the hards. They're both on hards actually. So they will go to the end as well. And if the medium runners do pit, Grumpy is set to take another podium finish. I mean, he's not really actually. Not really. He's only the 4th hard runner, not the 3rd or 2nd. No move happening for 2nd place or even 3rd. We'll lock up from Bowers too, but it's looking good for GKT if he can stay in front of Bowers and Brendan, Mystic and Bowers. Sorry, I really can't speak today. Oh, Bowers might have a look up the inside of Mystic into 2011. No, backs out. Brakes slightly earlier, not to run into Mystic. Now Bacon in the lead, literally driving by himself. But yeah, he has to manage his tires, so I guess we just see. Bowers close to mistake again, but not close enough. Fastest lap again for Cadboy Kai. And very easy. Oh, he's gonna overtake his teammates. Yeah. And he should overtake Mad Scientist into turn 4. Yes, the DRS. He's gonna use the overtake button of the inside. Easy move. He's on better tires. He has very good pace as shown in qualifying. Purple sector 1, 5/10 faster than his previous best. So he's obviously pushing as hard as he can. So he should finish in the points, in opposition to what I said earlier, but yeah, he's not gonna win the race. There's a bit less than 10 laps to go, a bit more than 9 laps to go I should say. Yeah, there's literally no way he wins the race. If we put the gap to the leader, he's still 15 seconds down, so there's no way he's gonna catch up Nano Bacon. I would really be surprised if he can manage to do so. Yeah, battle for the lead. Oh, and Grumpy and People Boom. It's very close between those two. Bowers goes into the pits. Grumpy, easy move on the People Worm. People Worm is gonna stay behind. Fast lap for Catboy Kai once again. So yeah, he definitely has the pace, but he doesn't have the best strategy. So yeah, Bowers is going on softs, which is understandable. And actually, Matty is not that far back behind his teammates. Oh, and J Prentice goes for the gap. Yeah, I was quite surprised. That's not the cleanest moves I've seen from J Prentice, but I guess he wasn't that far back. Looking at the gaps, but yeah, that was cocky. Let's just put it that way. That was cocky. And Nano Bacon goes into the pits. So he's gonna lose the lead. Mystic goes into the pits. J Prentice does not go into the pits just yet. So that's gonna be JKT, huh? Oh, and Grumpy is gonna lose out his place to B-Boy Worm. That's close, that's so close on the exit. But Grumpy has a DRS and they make contact. I don't know if that was a block from B-Boy Worm. I don't have the replay of that. Oh, they're gonna go too wide into turn. Oh, and he doesn't leave them any space, Grumpy. And People in Rome has retired. Oh lord. Oh, what is that? Oh lord. Virtual safety car. Jacob Reaper has lost his rear ring. He's wrong, guys. Stop eating each other. What is that? So Jacob Reaper getting 5 more seconds. I really don't understand what happened. So B-Boy Worm was not given any space by Grumpy, but as he retired, I believe he got crushed into by somebody else. I mean, he was pointing the wrong way on the racing line, so I can understand why. But yeah, so we're back racing. We're back under green flag. J Prentice is gonna pit. Bowers is gonna overtake Nano Bacon. Nano Bacon doesn't have damage. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening. So Catboy Kai has taken P5 and Nano Bacon easy move onto Bowers. They are on the same tire strategy. Please, B-boy warm. I know that's frustrating, but you know, man, don't put those messages into the chat. Thank you. So purple sector 1 for Nano Beacon is clearly the fastest on track right now, but yeah. So JKT doesn't have any pens. No, he doesn't. Or at least I don't remember him having any pens. So he should win. Still 7 laps to go. 6th when he crosses the line. But yeah, he has 4.2 seconds gap over Brendan as Mystic gets by Delta. And yeah, Delta doesn't have an answer to that. He's still gonna get the DRS onto the next straight. Yeah, he is within DRS range. Fastest lap for Nano Beacon, a very fast lap, a 1:27.5. That's quick. That's very quick. 3 seconds to Dalby for track limits, infringement, and Cowboy Kai gets by Matty. Mystic, 3 more seconds. Bowers gets by Mad Scientist. Yes. And JP Greenwood keeps going. Interesting. Can he make it to the end? That's the big question. I think he's just gonna get swallowed by another Bacon Bowers and Mad Scientist. He's clearly not the fastest guy in F10. That's a fact. He hasn't showed the speed needed to win a race so far, but yeah, he should still finish in the top 10, but yeah, he's losing so much time to Nano Bacon and the guys behind him, so he should be, yeah, he's gonna be overtaken on that straight. Look, it should not really defend that as Catboy Kai gets into P3. But Grumpy defends that. Oh, slight contact. No, not even. They keep it clean, but Grumpy might have an answer to that. Yeah, he goes up the inside of Catboy Kai, but Catboy Kai breaks later than that. Oh, slight contact. But I think Catboy Kai gets the move on and remains in front of Grumpy. Bowers gets by JP Greenwood, so yeah, too much action, can't look at everything. As Jacob Reaper gets by Dalbeer, but that for P13, way out of the points. Mystic, 3 more seconds. How many seconds does he have? But he gets by Mad Scientist, or at least he should. We'd see that. Yeah, he's probably gonna break later. Oh, yeah, he breaks later and he gets the move down. Mystic. He goes into P9, but he's gonna lose. He might lose it on pens. We'll see that. See that at the end of the race. So 4 laps to go. JKT leading, but his lead is not as big as it was 4 laps ago. So Brendan is faster than JKT right now, and what a win it would be for Brendan, having started from the last row of the grid. Wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's shocking, but you know, he really benefited from the safety car, and then I mean he had the pace, so it's well deserved anyway. Oh, mistake. Very, very close to JP Greenwood. Is he gonna send it? Please don't send it into turn 10. No, he does not. That's smart. Oh, and he's got such a good exit compared to JP Greenwood as Lander Bacon gets by Matty, but okay. So, oh, JP Greenwood may lose one more place to Matt Santos. We'd see that in a second, but no, not now, not now. Oh, not the greatest exit from Matt Santos, but JP Greenwood, not a good exit either, so Matt Santos misses the apex a bit, and he should overtake JP Greenwood onto that straight line. Yeah, he's gonna easily overtake him. Oh, that's close. You know, guys, you can leave each other more space. Like, it's allowed. Because you clearly don't know that. Yeah, so Matty just lost out 2 places. One to Lander Bacon and the other one to Bowers. They are on the charge. 3 laps to go, a bit less than that. J-Cat is still leading. Brandon, catch him back. Oh, up. Yeah, up. Sorry if my English is not perfect, but you know, I'm doing my best. Oh, and Bacon very close to Grumpy. He wasn't close enough to go for the move into turn 11. So he's probably gonna wait until turn 1 or the start finish rate to go for it. Because if he goes for the move now, well, first he doesn't have the ERS needed to go for it, and then yeah, he needs the DRS so he can put up a clean move without losing too much time. But yeah, he's using the overtake button, but he doesn't have the ERS needed. Oh, and he breaks so much later than Grumpy. Grumpy fights back, but no. As JP Greenwood pits, wasn't gonna make it to the end, I told you. Oh, and Grumpy might fight back. He does fight back. He turns in a bit early, hitting Lander Bacon, but oh, they're gonna go too wide again. That's gonna end badly, but no. Oh, slight contact, and Bowers might overtake his teammates. We'll see. Bowers is obviously not better tires, but Grumpy shuts the door and he stays in front. But it's, yeah, if I was Grumpy, I would let Bowers through just for the championship, as I believe Jay Prentice, yeah, he's been there on the exit of turn 7. I believe he touched the curb and got sent into Narnia. Oh, and Brandon 1.5 seconds behind Jay Carty. That's it. But I think it's not gonna be enough to take the victory, and that should be Jay Carty's first win, or is it? Has he won yet this season? Let me check. He hasn't won yet. So Jay Carty might be... Oh, and Jay Prentice has retired. He's crashed again on turn 12. Yeah, DX. What? How can you crash that? Yeah, exactly. Exit of turn 12. Probably hit the inside curb and then lost it and went into the wall. But yeah, given there's only 1 lap to go, there's no safety car or no virtual safety car. Bowers very close to Grumpy, and Lander Bacon is not able to pull out. P. Greenwood getting past Jacob Reaper. Jacob Reaper could fight back. Let's see if he does. I don't think, no, he does not. Bowers onto his teammates. No, he does. No, he breaks slightly later. Oh, and Brendan gets a pen yet again. Bowers and Grumpy. Oh, that's very close to wide into. Oh no, my lord! Grumpy loses it. Grumpy loses it on the curb. And Matty's gonna gain 1 place. Can he gain 2? JKT wins. Catboy Kai, Brendan second. Catboy Kai third. Nano Bacon's gonna finish 4th. Bowers is gonna finish in P5 and Martin P6. Mystic P7. But Mystic is gonna lose it out to to a lot of people actually, to Mad Scientist, to Grumpy, to Delta, but not to JP Greenwood. Oh, that! What a bottle! What a bottle job from Grumpy! What a bottle job! So JP Greenwood finishes in P11, P12 for Jacob Reaper, and P13 for Dalbeer. And driver of the day to Brendan, and I've got to agree with this. He got lucky with the safety car, but what a drive. What a drive. He was faster than JKT, so I believe he was the fastest out on track again. But yeah, first win of the season for JP Greenwood. Oh, sorry, for JKT. Yeah, well deserved. Really, position to victory. Well deserved. So he takes the win home, the first one of the season for him. Probably not the first in PSGL, but you know, Brendan comes home in 2nd place after starting in 17th. Yeah, he wasn't gonna win it anyway because of the pen he got with 2 laps to go. Catboy Kai takes the last spot onto the podium. 2 stops. And then in the points, Nano Bacon, Bowers, Matty, Scientist, Grumpy, Delta and Mystic. Out of the points we've got JP Greenwood, Jacob Reaper, Dalbeer, and J Prentice is crashed, but he has finished 90% of the race distance, so he's still classified. And then the non-finishers, Big Boy Worm, Sperchon, Adrian 6 and Vetong. Right, greeting host, yeah. Here we go. So, what an end to that race, really. I really did not expect to have Grumpy binning it onto the inside curb on turn 12. I mean, it's not like, it's hard to hit the curb, really. Like, you really need to go the inside to keep as close as you can to the inside line, but yeah, in those cars, turn 12 is easily flat, so yeah, I don't understand, really. Just, he cracked under the pressure, I guess, but yeah, that was a very entertaining race, really loved it. We had some very good moves, and then some bad ones, but yeah, that was entertaining, and that's what's count. And yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks to our sponsor, Brutal Democracy, and yeah, I shall see you next week, next Sunday, 7 PM BST, for the next round, and it is Canada. Yeah, it is Canada. Should be a very interesting round. Should be chaotic as well, so you don't want to miss it. And yeah, make sure to tune in next week. Until then, bye bye and stay safe, guys.